Hello and welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. It's my Eurovision 2023 Top 37 countdown. It's place number 6, Ukraine, TVORCHI and Heart of Steel. Please do click on the subscribe button, ring that notification bell and like, share and comment below. You'll also find the link to the music video in the description and also a link to my blog site. So last year's winners, Ukraine, are up next in my countdown and once again find a place in my top 10, just missing out on the top 5 this year. Now, of course, Kalush Orchestra's victory would ordinarily have meant the contest being held in Ukraine, but given the very well-known circumstances, the UK is obviously hosting on their behalf, as we know. Quite rightly, though, Ukraine is an automatic qualifier to the grand final, and it's there that we will see TVORCHI see if they can get 2 wins in a row for Ukraine. So defying air raids and attacks on their energy infrastructure, Ukraine remarkably held the first national final of the season way back in mid-December in an underground metro station while the metros were still running, that was also acting as a TV studio and as a bomb shelter. I did talk about this in another video and I did a bit of a review of the national final season, but the production values and the staging and lighting that they were able to do within this space and circumstance was really impressive. Put many of the national finals to shame, really. Established electronic music duo TVORCHI won the televote and they came second in the jury vote with Heart of Steel. And that was enough to give them the win for you in the national final. Heart of Steel is a sort of a mix of, it's kind of quite dark electronic pop and some R&B as well, mostly sung in English, but it does have some Ukrainian added in now when it went through a sort of a mini revamp not that long ago. The song's theme is all about bravery and standing up in the face of adversity. And of course, such a resonant theme with the things that are going on in Ukraine right now. TVORCHI are made up of producer Andriy Hutsulak and vocalist Jimo Augustus Gahinde, although he often referred to his alias as Jeffrey Kenny. They met while they were students in Turnip Hill and formed the band in 2017. Jeffrey had actually come from his home country of Nigeria to study in Ukraine, but has obviously remained on in Ukraine since then. I don't know whether he is, Jeffrey is the first Nigerian ever to perform as a main act, as a main artist at the Eurovision. Someone who knows these things better than me perhaps can let me know, but I wonder if he is the first kind of Nigerian to kind of front, to be a front artist. They've had quite a lot of some commercial success in Ukraine. They've released several albums and singles. They've obviously done a lot of performances and festivals. They've been nominated for awards, etc. So they're well-established artists in Ukraine. And like many other artists, Ukrainian artists over the past year, they've done a lot in supporting, sort of raising funds and drumming up other support for both sort of, civilian and military in the ongoing struggle to defend their country. Now, given that it's number 6, you can tell I really enjoy this entry. It is very different from their previous few entries, yet it still feels really true to Ukraine, I think. Not only do obviously we do have some Ukrainian language in there, but the message and spirit of the song is so representative of the country. And the fact that TVORCHI are already a well-known and popular band from Ukraine kind of roots them from that country very well. From what we saw in the national final in the underground station, and also from the music video that was subsequently produced, it does suggest some really impressive sort of dark and impressive staging and light and dramatic lighting. I think there's huge drama potential in this performance, allied with its really modern sound. And I think the mini revamp they did kind of elevated that even more, bringing in that Ukrainian. They kind of elevated the end part of the song as well. It just sort of ramps it up. It's a really, really quality entry. And I have to say, I may be in a minority, I don't know. I feel the fandom have slept on this one. I don't know if it's the genre. I don't know if it's the fact that it's not a big ethnopop, which is what kind of people have come perhaps to expect from Ukraine in the last few years, or whether it's something else. I don't know. As I say, I think this is really, really strong, really good quality. And we know Ukraine are brilliant at staging. So I think you've got a really strong modern song, allied with a really strong message, confident, experienced performers, and some striking staging and lighting. And I think you've got something there that could really be competitive. I don't know how much how much of the solidarity vote there will be this year from the televote, but I'm sure there will be at least some. But that will be allied to the people that really enjoy this genre of music and the performance anyway. So I think it could still do well. I think people are underestimating how it might do. I mean, it's still high in the betting odds, but kind of in the general chat and pre-polls and stuff, it hasn't featured high up. I'm not sure it will win. I do still think the winner is going to come from one of two songs at the moment. At the moment, that seems most likely. But I think this should still be a good result, or a very good result potentially for Ukraine. But let me know what you think. Do let me know down in the comments, and join me again soon because we'll be starting my top 5. Take care.